Welcome to CGTN. This is Guy Henderson reporting from the World Economic Forum in Davos, an event that is largely focused on global issues of economic significance. So a lot of world leaders here talking about a coming global economic slowdown, discussions too about some of the long-term structural issues and challenges that is facing the global economies of the world. But another event that is taking place here this morning is looking at the plight of refugees around the world. It is organised by a Hong Kong-based charity called the Crossroads Foundation, and I'll just start to walk you around. At the moment, we're just starting the briefing session, and after this there will be a fully, we're told, a fully immersive refugee experience, a day in the life of a refugee. Now, according to the United Nations, there are a record number of displaced people in the world right now, 68.5 million people now. A lot of news coverage obviously in the last few years about Europe's refugee crisis, and Angela Merkel, the German Chancellor, will be making her speech here in Davos later in the day, but also a huge number of displaced people in conflict zones like Yemen, who perhaps never have the chance to make it as far as the shores of Europe. So over the next 20 minutes, half an hour or so, we are going to walk you through this immersive experience organised by the Crossroads Foundation. So at some point after this briefing, we will be sort of directed through this experience. It's going to be quite a lot of loud noise. This is the calm before the storm, I think. And you'll see here participants from all over the world here to attend the Economic Forum, and an experience, we're told, that is radically different from most of the sort of fairly boardroom-like taking place across the World Economic Forum in the coming days. Thousands of people here from all different countries, 350 sessions focusing on everything from global trade issues at the moment. Of course, the US President Donald Trump and his entire delegation actually cancelled their trip to Davos this year, but we heard from the Brazilian President and all sorts of other world leaders. So I'm probably going to be moving off camera most of the time now.
So we're all going to go in here together at the same time.
And I'm going to pretty much, and we can just watch developments as they unfold. Please come.
Please come. You can come inside.
And then when you go in. You might see that it's pretty dark at the moment.
Okay, quickly, come inside now. Come. Please, quickly, hurry.
Sit down. You go to the back. Quickly, sit down. Hi, my friend. Sit. Here. Sit here. I'm sorry for calling this meeting, but they are here. I saw them. I went to the neighboring village, and with my own eyes, the rebels are there. You walk along the street, hanging from the lights is the bodies of our people. You stay here, you will die. But they told me there is safety if you can get past the checkpoint. There is a camp, a refuge for us and our people. But they told me to tell you, be careful. Be careful, because between our village and checkpoint there is bombing, there is sniper. But if you go now, the west side is no one. So we will go quietly in small groups, 4 or 5 people. So you're taking your ID card, and in small groups we will go from the west side. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Yes? So please get your papers quickly, get your papers, because I only have a few minutes to take you from west side. I will get you in your small group, so if you look now your papers...
Participants here.
I'm going, no.
reach safety from a conflict zone. That is the scenario. Clearly, something is not Okay, so the scenario obviously is that participants here are refugees. That is the life of a refugee.
Watch out, give it to me. Give it now. Go, you, here.
Through that conflict zone.
Go!
In an attempt to reach safety. So let's just follow them through.
Go! Come on, go! Last! Quickly! Move!
Yalla, quickly, inside, yalla, go!
So clearly you can see here even the participants acting scenario, dressed in their suits, taking very much out of their comfort zone. You can really see some of the genuine sense of shock amongst people here. I'm not sure all of them are counting on this being their break from the world.
My time is coming! I need to get you settled into your tents. What you are going to do is simple. You are going to get your phones and your pens to the soldiers. Listen!
Of a very unsafe situation.
Then I will put you in your tents. Give your papers to your soldiers now.
And the only way to do that for millions of people across the world is to put themselves through an experience like this. Very much life risky, of course.
Stand up! What are you doing, huh? Huh? If you want to insult me, I will pay you to insult me! But I will not have you bringing your disrespect here. You, 1, 2, 3, 4, stand up! You go to this tent now! You!
Go,
1,
move,
2,
now.
3, 4,
Get to
second
this tent.
Go!
Hurry,
You, 1, 2, 3, go! Quickly,
We're being split up here. Whole group now.
Don't come, everyone inside your
Thank you. Okay, so it's gone dark again. Let's stand back here, Dan. Dan, back here. Okay, we're just being ushered just out of the way.
Refugees.
So, our refugee participants have been ushered into tents. This is all underneath the Hilton Garden Hotel in Davos in Switzerland, so an extraordinary change from the everyday sessions that have been taking place here. Suited participants have been asked to become refugees for the day, and now armed men in a mock scenario have ushered them through.
Where is it? You know, don't you, the weapon? You have a weapon inside this cap? One of you knows and you talk. You're cheap, you talk to one another. You tell me who has this weapon and I will be lenient because I am lenient. But if you force me to find this weapon, it will be apocalypse on the family for whom I find it. Soldiers there before you, you tell them now, huh? Tell them, where is the gun? Tell them.
Where is the gun? Where's the gun? Do you know what's going on? Where's the gun? If I find the gun, I should have. Hey, you don't hide it. Where's the weapon? You know what the gun is.
Where?
You see it? You be placing your body? Is that what you want to do?
Where's the gun? Liar!
Why are you lying to me?
Where is it?
Why are you lying to me, huh? Do you want the soldiers to look in your body? Is that why you're lying to me?
Then the British tell me where is the gun?
She's always making trouble. You, on your knees. On your knees! Huh?
Somebody
you don't know
is
the gun, huh?
stealing a weapon.
Are you sure? Look up.
I found the gun.
It is this man. This man has the gun.
Get up!
Got him.
Get
Got
up!
him.
Get
He's got
up!
the gun.
Take him away!
Take him away.
Take him away!
Take him away.
Come. Inside. Inside. Face the wall. Face the wall. Hands on the wall. Hands on your knee. On your knee. How'd you smuggle weapon to my camp? Huh? Don't lie to me.
So,
Nothing now. How do you smuggle weapon to my camp? How do you come to my camp? Huh? Who smuggled you in? Tell me his name. You want to die for him? You want to die for him? I'll find out.
Close the president.
You'll be dead.
So as that search takes place, the other refugees now being put back into their tents and quiet.
Come everyone line up outside.
So this is to remind people, Hilton Garden Hotel in Davos.
What is wrong with
real
you?
life, sort of mock
Maybe last night
show
some of you here there
what
was weapon
happens
inside my camp. Let me be very,
who are living
very
in parts of the
clear.
world where they
I have zero
desperately
tolerance
need
for
to
your
leave
fighting.
that place.
Do you
This
have
is
a
what
problem
they
with
have
a
to go
person
through
to
many
you? You
instances.
talk to them.
Conflict zones across Africa, across
And if your talking
the
does
Middle
not
East.
work, you
Record
come
number
to me and I will
who have been
reconcile.
internally
I will
displaced,
enforce
refugees,
the peace.
banished from their homes, from their countries.
I will not
These
let
are
you
the-
bring
this
this
is-
hell
this is the
destroy your
experience they
region
have to
here.
go through. Let's keep following their journey.
Soldiers, they are not your decoration. You make trouble, I will bring to you. It's your people, yes? Huh? People? You're hungry, I have food. And I will give you food. Each tent, one time per day, will receive food. Food and water is here. You have a bowl. Go get it. You don't have a bowl and plate, you buy here. 100 per tent. 2, I have here medicine. My medicine is little, but I share with you what I have. 3, I have school. You can learn the language, local people, dialogue better, read better. And 4, here, man, internet have. I can promise nothing, but your family members, maybe he can help you find them. These things I have for you, but you're fighting, I will have no more. Now as your tents, divide yourself. Some to school, some for food, some for internet, some for medicine. As your tents, divide yourself.
Food and medicine time for the refugees. They have to line up in queues, they're being ushered by military personnel. And we're going to try and keep out of the way here as they do so.
I hold on for you. Who are you?
So over here, the queue for food.
You get your food. Hurry up. Next person, please. Hurry up. What do you have? How much you have? You do not have. You take this. Take it out. Hurry up. Take it out. No. Take this off. Take it off.
I recognize this.
To think these people a moment ago were at the World Economic Forum in Davos, sitting in a conference centre with world leaders, and now here they are in the basement of a hotel, living through the experience of what it would be like to be a refugee. So this man here, dressed in his suit and tie, threatened, intimidated, humiliated by armed men in military fatigues, carrying mock AK-47s. Humiliating experience.
What are you doing, lady? Where are you going, lady? What are you doing, lady? Where you go? Huh? Where you go?
They're here for a little while as well. Just going to see what's happening over here. A man on his knees with a gun pointed to his head. Clearly he's done something that has not impressed the armed men who are supposed to be ushering these refugees through. Why don't we move a little closer? Should we try that?
Sit! Back to tent. Back to tent.
The lights are off again, and who knows what's in store for this group next. We'll just make sure that we're out of the way here. And if it's not entirely back here, okay. So I'll just, if you can't see viewers too clearly at the moment, I'll just explain to you in the dark what's happening. Okay. So we should just warn viewers now that there are some quite shocking scenes coming now. This is a real-life scenario. This would be exactly as it would feel. We are told now that part of the act that we are about to see will involve a show of obviously fake dead bodies, so some disturbing images we expect in the next few minutes, just to watch, just to warn people who are watching. Okay, so if it's dark, too dark to see now, I'll just explain what's going on. The lights will probably come up in a moment.
What is that? What?
We have a single lady
Panic attack.
outside the tents.
Why are you letting it go? You made it not a panic attack.
She's crying, distressed. She's being approached by military officers, threatened. She's being grabbed by those officers. She's trying to resist.
She had panic attack and you give her more trouble. And you go away. Get her out of here. Get her away. We go to the Don't give her more trouble.
I'll die.
Let her die. She stay here, she die, she go, she die. Let her die.
Okay. So in the dark, over to the left here, there appears to be a body.
Take time, come. Everyone line up. Everybody line.
Make line!
You.
Yes.
Make a line. I said line. Line.
So the refugees have been
Hey,
summoned again.
what is your job? You get it, huh?
They're standing in a line in front of the armed officers, and there in the
Take
foreground.
it to the rubbish. They clean it tomorrow.
Obviously, just to constantly remind people, this is a production, a theatrical production.
mock dead body there.
Every single morning! Every morning when I wake, what do I see? Birds? I see the bodies of your dead family members, you old woman, child, they die and then you leave them like rubbish! Like rubbish in the middle of my camp, and why? Why do you do this? You know! It is because you are trying to steal the food rations of the people who die. If you really know dignity, man, who's trying to live here, huh? Just you? We all try to live. You need more food. Tell me! But please! And do not continue to dishonor the memory of those who died by stealing that! From where you live! Please! My offer is food for the living, a doctor to keep you living, a school to improve it, internet to find other people living, but no more! You went to one yesterday, you go somewhere else, go to medic, go somewhere else today, but stop, soldiers. I watched go.
Okay, so part of the process here. Let's just try and
For your family, you're looking for someone?
Lining up.
You're looking for your parent? Okay, you write his name here. You're looking for your family? Also, come, my friend, don't worry.
Okay, they're writing their names down. I think what's happening here is to show people how
Okay. You're right. You come
on the
yesterday.
journey
I come yesterday.
Yes, I cannot find him yet.
relatives, friends,
Don't worry,
family
I
members
try every day.
would
Okay?
often become
Come again
separated.
tomorrow. I tell you, I find him or no, okay? Don't worry.
Obviously
Okay.
with the fear that they might never see each other again.
Finish or no? Come, please.
Not planned, of course, just in the chaos.
You're
we
looking
just
for
witnessed.
your family also?
Desperate
But my
journey.
friend, you have to pay because internet not free service, you understand?
A son,
Yes,
a
we
daughter,
want to
sister,
help you, but we have to pay for internet
no
also.
longer at your side in that chaos. And
Okay,
so I think
you try to find. I try, but you also try. You have
attempt
to
to
try
show
to
here
find
is
any money.
A,
for
how that
internet.
happens,
You're
and
looking
now
for- Okay, come.
the money.
Don't worry, I find. You're right. You're looking for coffee.
Process on track.
Okay.
Really no other
Yeah. Which one? You write already? Okay. Can you pay for internet now?
some sort here, it
Because
seems.
we have to try to help so many people. You're right already.
for lost and separated
Okay, you
family
have
members
to
to
pay
try
now
and find each
because
other.
we are looking for internet now. What is this? We need money for internet, my friend. We try to help you.
Move over here.
But we have to pay for internet.
So, the most basic of food supplies on the table, often relying on the goodwill of armed men, bread, soup, only the very basics.
Back to tent. Back to your tent.
So we'll just hang on for a few more minutes, I think.
Get in your tent. Why you here? Hey, do not stand here. Go, get to tent. Hurry. Sophie, let them get the tent.
Move! Move!
Hey, move inside!
Okay, so we're told that what's about to happen now is that the women will be removed forcibly from their tents and taken to what the director here just described as a brothel for the benefit of the military personnel, the male military personnel. Again, this is trying to reflect as accurately as possible the reality of this situation, so we can only assume that this is exactly the kind of thing that happens in real life.
How many for general?
Only the women being lined up here, forced out of their tents by the army, lined up in the middle of the night
Another one.
by
You go there. How about this one then? You go there for China.
One more than
One more.
Get them back. Get them tomorrow. You get them back. Inside.
Ushered into rooms. There is no other way for these people. They are fleeing their homes because they are fearful of their lives back in their homes. But the journey to safety with danger.
Have you checked them for health, yes or no? Stand! Stand! Open your mouth, I need to see your teeth. You say, ah, say it! Say it! Yes. Turn around, face the wall. Oh! Oh! Did you wash?
They bring them.
Did you? He will not take dirty! He will not take the dirty ones! You wash them!
Come on, son! Put your hands in your head. Put your hands in your head.
Give me your belt now. Give me your what? Put your hands in. Hands on the wall. Now. What I want now. Not in.
What you say?
Not at home. Now. Give me.
What do you say?
Give me your belt or your computer now. What do you have to do? Now. I need now. You come here. Come here.
You wear army shoes, huh?
You wear. Come. Come. In. Down.
So when they were ushered into mop brothels, forced to wash, the men brought out separately, threatened, locked in cages.
Yes, men also, sir. Please. This is the way. No, sir, come this way. This way, sir. I have them here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, General, come this way. Please, sir. Please.
It's the computer man.
Alright, refugees! The simulation is over.
Okay. Let's walk over here and we'll just wrap it up. Alright. So there we go. I'm told that this performance will continue.
There's some chairs here.
I'm just going to get ushered and make sure we're not on the way. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, even as you're exiting, if I may, can I give you a number?
Okay, let's come around here.
And the number I want to give you is 14.
So
A brother of mine, a friend of mine from Iraq, when he went through
let's
this
just wrap this up now.
simulation,
So
he said the stress that you feel,
very radical
the intensity that you feel, the pressure you
of
feel,
the normal everyday
it's maybe
experiences of those
14% of what my brothers and
seen in many
sisters in Iraq
circles
feel every single day.
gathering of the global elite
14%.
dressed in their suits,
But ladies and gentlemen, if
spend
this
most
is
of their
14,
time
then can I
attending
just ask you,
350
please, what is
different
100%?
sessions at luxury hotels and big conference
Because for
centres
68
discussing
million
economic
displaced people,
growth,
though their narratives may
discussing
differ, there's 100%
economic issues for policymakers, world leaders speaking at this event.
And I just wanted to
And yet
ask,
here we are
if possible,
at this
David,
event
if I can
organised
ask you just
by
to
a Hong Kong-based charity.
I just wanted to ask you, please, even at 14%, what struck you? What did you
A day in the life of a refugee. This is Guy Henderson reporting for CGTN from Davos, the World Economic Forum.
Come to the front, this chair too. Can I ask, what struck you, even at 14%? What is right? What is wrong? How do I stay out of trouble? Where is this going in life? Where is my future? Just confusion. Good. What else struck you? What other things did you feel?
At the end when they said you want help, you don't know if you should say yes or no.
Just a complete absence of trust. Complete absence of trust.
Loss of identity. A loss of identity.
Didn't matter, did it? The paper may have said you were a doctor, a lawyer, a banker, but you crossed that checkpoint.